you might go, well, B, I don't believe that the opposition is big bad government. I think I like the government. All right, cool. The opposition doesn't always have to be the government. It could be the devil. If you are a person of faith, if you are a person of religion, if you believe in a higher power, then you certainly believe that there is Satan, devil, doing evil work to try and suppress and oppress humanity. Don't you agree? The opposition might also be people from your past who don't necessarily want to see you win, who want to see you fail, who want to see you struggle and suffer, who want to see you in pain. I don't know who the opposition is for you. The opposition might be an old business partner. It might be an old relationship. The opposition might be the system, the government, the matrix. The opposition, like I said, might be the devil himself. But we can all agree that there are forces working actively to oppress and suppress humanity, right? And what they don't want from you is they don't want you to be lean, jacked, and healthy. Because if you're lean, jacked, and healthy, then odds are you've cracked the code on how to eat better, to fuel your body, to stay healthy, and to stop seeking their medical prescriptions, right? The moment that you are lean, jacked, and healthy, you become a threat to the opposition. They also don't want you to be rich and successful or generous. Because when you become rich, successful, and generous, guess what? You not only become dependent on yourself instead of the system, but you also end up being someone who becomes a free thinker. You end up building a lot of confidence and courage. And when you're generous, you end up sharing and spreading that confidence and courage with the world. They also don't want you to be kind and compassionate. Why? Because it's easier for them to have control and compliance over humanity when they can keep us separated, when they can create division. This is why you see so much division in the last several years, because when the opposition can divide people, then we can no longer come together as a united front against the opposition because we're too busy fighting within ourselves, right? You see, the opposition does not want you to be fit. They don't want you to be jacked. They don't want you to be confident. They don't want you to be healthy. They don't want you to be intelligent and a free thinker. They don't want you to go and start getting all these other people united together as a front against them, because if you did, well, guess what happens next? You become very dangerous. Hey guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian show. I want to remind you about the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I created the Keuilian Wellness Shot because I wanted a product that was going to help you boost your immune system and fight off inflammation in your gut, in your joints, in your body, so that you are healthy, you don't get sick, and you live an awesome life. Keuilian Wellness Shots have these 9 ingredients that are going to absolutely help fight off inflammation and boost your immune system. Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, ginger, turmeric, echinacea, B12, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. And every single packet is checked for heavy metals because our ingredients are top quality and we use nothing but top quality because we cut no corners. So you can use my name, Bedros, at Keuilian.com and get 50% off your Keuilian Tribe subscription. You not only get 50% off your first order, you also get free shipping. You get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, so that if you don't like the product for some reason, which we have yet to meet anyone who don't like the product, we will give you your money back, no questions asked, and we will shake hands and part ways as friends. And of course, $1 of every order goes to Shriners Children's Hospital, which is a hospital system that I've been helping and supporting for over 12 years. They provide medical procedures, medical services, surgeries to children whose families can't afford these procedures. So go to Keuilian.com, use code word Bedros, join the Keuilian Tribe. You get 50% off your first order and then 20% off your recurring monthly orders after that. Back to the show. And think how often fear, doubt, and uncertainty is pumped into us through social media, mainstream media, gossip, rumors, television, newspapers. You're constantly being bombarded by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And why would they do that? Well, that is to create division. That is to keep you isolated. That is to keep you depressed and anxious and stressed, and to keep your eyes off the ball. What is the ball? Well, they quite honestly want to keep you from becoming rich and healthy and confident and courageous, because if you are, you become a very dangerous person to the opposition, because now you will start recruiting others, because you will shine your radiance. You understand what happens, right? When someone is lean, jacked, healthy, rich, confident, courageous, compassionate, kind, sovereign, and a free thinker, there's a bright, glowing radiance that you give off. You know this to be true. You walk into a room and you can spot the person who's optimistic, who's positive, who's glowing with radiance and positivity. And why is that? It's because they are in line. They are in line with their highest self. They know what their highest self looks like, and they are congruent with the man or the woman that they want to be like, that they respect, that they admire, that they love. So knowing that, what does the opposition do? It continues to pump fear, uncertainty, and doubt so that they can keep you broke, they can keep you sick, they can keep you dumb, dependent, they can keep you isolated and fat, they can keep you addicted. If you can figure out the mind control that has taken place through school system, through religion, through television, and make no mistake about it, there has been a level of mind control or brainwashing. Any way you look at it, there's been some level of influence put on every single one of us through the school systems and through our parents, through church, through aunts, uncles, grandparents, school teachers, coaches, and they've all meant well, but what are they doing? They are regurgitating what the opposition wants them to say. Yet when you think about yourself, you are willing to accept mediocrity. You are willing to accept average because you have been conditioned, brainwashed, right? A level of mind control has taken place when you were younger, when I was younger. And when I started to figure that out, and I started to figure out that there's a better way, that there's a shortcut in life, that I need to find my purpose and meaning, that I need to live a life of significance, that the more dependent I am on the system or other people, the less options I have and the more control and compliance they have over me. If you allow people to have this ability to control you by maybe giving you money, giving you access, giving you resources, doesn't that mean that you effectively become their bitch? I would think so. That means that you are indebted to them. That means that they have some level of control and compliance over you. Like, why would I want that, right? And so I figured out that the only thing, my life's mission is self-mastery, to figure out my thoughts, feelings, emotions, to begin to brainwash myself, to begin to condition myself and become a man who is sovereign, who is free, who is intelligent, who is willing to take calculated risks, who is willing to make an obscene amount of money and be kind and generous with that money, to serve humanity, to bring other people together, to share a message like this of empowerment. Like, it's not lost on me that when I start speaking out against the opposition, big government, that I could see my numbers on Instagram, on YouTube, across all the platforms get throttled down. It is not lost on me that there is a throttling of information like this. And that happens because they don't want that information to reach you. Your job is to go out and seek out that information. And when you seek out information like this, then you've got to take action on it. Think about this. As it is, the system is already brainwashing us, has already tried to condition us to be good little robots, to accept average, to live in debt, to just be medicated, to be addicted to vices, to just watch all the screens, either scrolling on the screens of social media, watching television news, playing video games, one sitcom after another that just makes men look dumb, that emasculates men. What's that about? If that's not active brainwashing, I don't know what is. And why is that happening? Because if they can keep you dumb and broke and fat and sick and anxious and depressed and dependent, you are not a threat to them. Them could be, like I said, the devil. It could be the opposition. It could be big government. It could be your haters, your enemies, right? And if not for any other reason, for the simple fact of having sovereignty and freedom, because you get this one run at life. And oftentimes I think, guys, people forget that we get this one run at life. Like, I think most people think that, well, I think I have plenty of time. I could get to it tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week becomes next month becomes next year. And you continue to kick the can of transformation down the road. Like, when are you going to quit those vices? When are you going to stop eating like a slob? When are you going to get in the gym and get after it? When are you going to let yourself go out and get some 10, 15, 20,000 steps? Get your body to absorb some sun. When are you going to go out and connect with people, shake hands, make friends, communicate, talk, network, build an army of like-minded people around you? But instead, you stay isolated. And when people stay isolated, the opposition wins. When people stay broke, the opposition wins. When people stay fearful and in doubt, the opposition wins. When you feel like everyone else is dumb and you're the only one that makes sense, the opposition wins. Believe it or not, there's plenty of nice, kind, sweet people who are very intelligent that if you just gave them the time and found some ground to compromise on, you'd see that we're not much different. Left or right, we're not much different. But instead, the opposition has done such a great job of separating and segregating us, isolating us from one another. So I'm here to tell you that you are running out of time, my friend, and I don't want that for you. I know what a life of freedom feels like. I know what a life of free thinking feels like. I know what a life of financial freedom feels like, and I want that for you. But if you don't want it as much as I want it for you, you will never get it. Right now, you're stuck in this inertia of resistance. It's like, well, it's been like you've literally built a habit, right? So you're like, well, it's been so many months or years that I've been sleeping in, that I've been hitting the vape pen, that I just like drink a whole bunch of energy drinks and coffee, that I eat all this processed food, that I haven't been in the gym. I don't want to restart yet. I'll restart tomorrow. And again, you go back to kicking that can down the road. But how long are you going to do that? And who are you an example to? Maybe you have a spouse, maybe you have kids, maybe you have friends, maybe you have coworkers, maybe you have employees. To all these people, you are an example or a cautionary tale. Right now, you might be a cautionary tale of a life not to live, of a wasted life, a life that's underpinned with stress and anxiety, depression, obesity, illness, vices. I don't want to be that fucking cautionary tale, and I don't want that for you. What I want you guys to be is a fucking shining example of humanity, of sovereignty, of financial freedom, of confidence, of being rich and being fit and having this high level of compassion and kindness towards others. You do realize the more money you make and the more fit and healthy you are and the more positive mindset that you carry, you just become a better person, right? Like you're a more compassionate, generous, and kind person. And so here's my challenge to you. Like, what can you do now to begin to transcend to the 2.0 version? One, figure out your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Maybe you have to work with a therapist. Maybe you need to read some books on self-help, on personal development, on personal growth. Maybe, just maybe, you got to get out there and start working out and eating right. Take one bad fucking ingredient, food, out of your diet. If you drink a lot of soda, take soda out of your diet. If you don't work out at all, just go work out twice a week right now. But take that first step. The opposition wants you to fail in life. And like I said, the opposition can show up as the haters, it can show up as the devil himself, or it can show up as Big Daddy government. And whoever they are, I say that you fight against them. I say that you rebel against them. I say that you grow and become the transcended, highest version of yourself. And the only way that begins is when you start focusing on self-mastery, when you align yourself with your purpose, your meaning, when you start focusing on getting your abs, getting lean, jacked, and rich. I know that sounds simple, but that is the shortcut to developing yourself into the 2.0 version that you want to be.